Hubert Mayr, give it up. Yeah, thank you. I have an accent. It's from Austria, and so am I. It's weird coincidence. But I'm not gonna do any jokes about being from Austria because there's really nothing there to joke about. Because there's no stereotypes about Austria, and that's no one famous ever came from Austria. So I'm just gonna stay away from that. There's one thing. There's a really famous saying about Austria that goes, Austria's biggest achievement was convincing the world that Beethoven was Austrian and Hitler was German. And I disagree with that because I think our biggest achievement was convincing the world that if there was a highly sophisticated robot killer machine, sent from the future, would sound like me, Don't know what that was in the 80s, Drugs, probably, Yeah. Sounds about right, Yeah. That's the only Austria joke I have. No, actually, one thing that's happened to me a lot since I moved to London, people ask me, why is your English so good? They go oh, did your parents speak English? Are they bilingual? No, my parents don't speak a word of English. But to be fair to them, they grew up thinking German was going to be enough. Right. Now I've lived here for 8 years now, and speaking of my parents, when I told them I was going to move to London, they said no. I said no, don't move to London. It's too dangerous. Terror attacks happen all the time in London, and I was just like, nah, it's going to be fine. Just going to do it. So I just moved here, and I took the tube for the first time, and I thought, what, they were right. Anyone could just walk in here and do something awful like that, And I started wondering, why does no one else seem worried? And then I got a job. Started commuting every day, and I understood. Commute every day in London, eventually you just welcome death. 8 years in, I see a suspicious bag, I just go, ooh, hello. Maybe this is it, I actually move closer to the bag, Just see it, say it. Oh, just kick it a little bit, maybe that'll do something. No, but also I'm a bit miserable at the moment, really. Just personally, I'm trying to lose some weight at the moment, and it's not going well. I'm using this app called MyFitnessPal. Does anyone know what that is? Yeah, a few of you. All right. For those of you who don't, it's a calorie counting app. You want to lose some weight. What you do is you download the app and you start logging every single calorie you put in your body, basically. And it's pretty good. I've been using it for a while. I think it took me about 4 weeks to lose about 80% of my will to live. Kept it off too. And now I've started running as well. Added running into the mix, and I'm not a fan. Don't like running, but it's made me realize one thing. That whole thing, whole anti-vaccine movement in the U.S. That's not going to take off in the U.K. I don't think, because I run in my local park in East London, and it's just people vaccinating themselves all over the place. So. They're really into it, actually. Now, my main source of misery is my day job. I still have a day job, and I started a new one about 3 months ago, and it's nothing special. I'm just an office drone, really. Like I said, I'm from Austria. We're not allowed to be ambitious anymore, apparently. But I work for a big like soulless corporation, and those big corporations, every once in a while, they just try to pretend like they care about you as a human being. Like my company at the moment, they're really big into mental health at the workplace. So what they did is they put up some posters. That's what they did. That's all they did. Posters. From the Mental Health Foundation with like tips as to how to retain your sanity at work. You can imagine that meeting. They have two executives just sitting there going, "Oh, everyone around here seems really depressed. What should we do? Oh, I don't know, pay him more? No. Flexible working hours? No. Posters? Yeah." Now we're talking posters. A4 posters they put up. Laminated? No. Yeah, go easy on the blue tack. It's too expensive. And there's one poster in particular that caught my eye. It says regular exercise can boost your self-esteem and can make you look, feel, and sleep better. I thought that's a really nice sentiment. But they put that up in the disabled toilet. I thought it's really cynical as a company to just go, yeah, no wonder you're depressed. Just sit around in your fancy chair all day. Why don't you go for a run? Right, okay, guys. If any of this sounded like I'm a bit just, miserable or dead inside, that's because I am. I used to think a lot about why I'm like this, just dead inside. And I figured it out for myself now. It's my mom's fault. She's this really stubborn woman, and we had a chat the other day, and she finally admitted it. She said I was actually stillborn, and she just raised me anyway. All right, guys, you've been great. Thank you very much.